Welcome back to Extra Innings on this Monday. I'm Taylor Gattoni with the voices of the Lansing Lugnuts, Jesse Goldberg-Strassler and Adam Jaksa. Welcome back.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are we feeling this morning?
Ready, because this is a big week ahead as we're counting down to the 4th of July, but first we've got the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd of July.
No off day for us this week. We just keep on with more baseball.
This is the first time all year that we've got a Monday that we're with you, and then we get to play ball tonight.
That's wild because you typically, like you were saying, Adam, typically have a day off, especially on Monday. But no, you're just going to keep it going. But before we keep it going, let everyone know what's happening this upcoming 4th of July week. Recapping the Whitecaps, taking 4 of 6.
Yeah, I think that where we should start was the game that was over in a flash.
Yeah, it was 90s night, and apparently we didn't need to celebrate it that long. Just a quick blip of celebrating 90s night. Hour 44 minutes, the fastest game in Lansing Lugnuts franchise history on Thursday night.
That is wild. And what made it go by so quickly?
Great pitching. And in fact, if Jaden Ham, the Whitecaps starter and probably future Detroit Tigers starting pitcher, if he hadn't walked 5 batters, we could have been finished with the game in a lot quicker. But as it was, the Lugnuts had 2 hits, the Whitecaps had 3 hits, we scored 3 runs, they scored nothing.
All right, so we like to see that from the Lansing Lugnuts.
Pitch clock baseball.
Pitch clock baseball. I like the little sound effect you had there, too. All right, Adam, tell me about the players that stood out to you.
Well, I think Will Simpson was a big one. He had a couple of doubles this week and also had a home run on Tuesday. We also, yesterday, Lansing didn't hit many home runs this week, but Cameron Masterman had one yesterday. He's been in and out of the lineup, so good to see him swing the bat well.
Okay, anyone else, Jesse?
I think we need to talk Henry Bolte.
All right, let's
so
talk.
Henry Bolte, throughout this year, has been in the top 5 in Midwest League statistical categories. He had a tough challenge. This is up against Jackson Jobe, the #1 pitching prospect in all of minor league baseball, and that's a triple high off the center field wall. Turned around a hanging slider, flashing in a third. That's an easy stand-up triple for Bolte.
And he zoomed over to third. You
Yeah.
said that yourself, but wow, that is wicked fast.
Yeah, but this is the guy that he tripled off of. This is Jackson Jobe. He's the #1 prospect in the Tigers organization. We had the chance to see him firsthand.
Yeah, he was excellent. Great slider for him. He's added a couple of pitches, and Lansing welcomed him in his 3rd rehab stint. They get 2 runs in the first inning against him and did pretty well.
Yeah, but utterly filthy. Struck out 3, finished with 4 innings. I think we got to see the best of Jackson Jobe after the Lugnuts scored those couple of runs.
Okay, what about Jobe and his relation to the Detroit Tigers?
I think that Tigers fans need to know his name if they don't know his name already.
It's very unique to see Athletics and Tigers battle at the high A level because the Athletics have notoriously had great hitters and the Tigers have notoriously had great pitchers. So to see the battle of hitting against pitching this week, it was pretty cool, and the Tigers affiliate ended up winning 4-2.
You can see all of that energy right there. You're like, oh, talk about this, and you're getting into it. I like that.
I mean, for Lugnuts fans, you're generally Tigers fans, but you want to see the Lugnuts do well.
Right.
So the Whitecaps come in and you go, all right, which Tigers prospects do you have? And now let's beat you.
Okay, I like that. Well, let's keep it moving forward here to speaking about what's happening this week for the 4th of July holiday. Lots of fun happening, and you're keeping it going by continuing the stretch even today, like you said.
Yeah, the Fort Wayne Tin Caps are in town. From the Whitecaps to the Tin Caps, today is Murica Monday with drink specials.
Yeah, just take the A right out of the name. We don't need that.
Okay.
We need the alliteration for America Monday to kick off the July 4th festivities. Should be a really exciting day. Again, this is the only Monday we will play on this year with no off day, and we'll roll right through Saturday. And then it's Page Fence Giants tomorrow. This is so awesome to see the history of baseball in Michigan. Great team before the Negro Leagues that dominated play. They were started out of Adrian, Michigan. And Jesse and Taylor, you got to see these in person.
Okay.
The uniforms, phenomenal.
Okay, why? Is that just a little tease you're going to give us? You're
That's a
gonna share why
tease.
they are?
Come to the ballpark, Jackson Field, and see. These uniforms that Lansing wears, this is what, the 2nd or 3rd year that they're going to wear them?
Yes.
They're sweet.
Now,
Okay.
before these games, before Tuesday's game, before Wednesday's game, we've got vintage baseball coming in. And that's going to go 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock p.m. We're throwing it back to 19th century rules. We've got the vintage baseball teams playing at Jackson Field.
That's pretty cool. Okay, so how many teams can we expect?
I think we've got a game on Tuesday, a game on Wednesday.
All right, so there's
Those
a few
unis, also cool.
Yes.
Great ball caps.
Yeah.
The old
Can't
school
wear a glove.
caps. Yeah, use your hands.
Oh, goodness. Are you serious?
We're serious. Vintage baseball. It's amazing. The Lugnuts players, they'll watch from the dugout along with everybody watching in the stands because it is the 19th century rules that they play by.
That would hurt. Your hands. You would need a lot of ice packs on standby.
Well, the ball is different.
Okay.
You can catch it on a bounce for an out. You can throw it right at the runner for an out. There's all sorts of things that you go, oh, this is the way that baseball used to be played.
I got to study up some vintage baseball, clearly. We need some of that knowledge over here.
Yeah, you need to come out. Okay. And then, so this is all leading up to our 3rd of July, because the Lugnuts go on the road on the 4th. The 3rd of July, we've got our LAFCU Fireworks Spectacular. And then after the Lugnuts leave town on the 4th of July, Echoes of Pink Floyd is playing the ballpark as we do Dark Side of the Diamond on the 4th of July. Jackson Field is really a terrific place to sit, watch, and the City of Lansing fireworks show above.
I completely agree with that. If people have not seen the LAFCU fireworks, they got to go check it out because it's such a great performance up in the sky, like you said.
Yeah, and this is fireworks season.
Exactly. I mean, we've had games in the past where there's fireworks for the Lugnuts, there's fireworks for the city that are going off at the same time. It's really that Sandlot moment. But this year, Lugnuts will be out of town, but the fireworks will still be there.
All right. Well, any last things that you want to mention, Adam, Jesse?
I think that the Grand River Country Club is back.
Okay.
That we're going to be golfing. Once again at Jackson Field, we're taking tee times right now. This is Matt Hicks's baby. So the Grand River Country Club running Thursday through Saturday, July 11th through 13th, whether you're an individual, whether it's a foursome, this is going to be great. It's you get 3 shots per hole, 9 holes all around the concourse. And yes, Shooter McGavin is going to be handing out the trophy when he makes his special appearance at Jackson Field in late August. Whoever wins the Grand River Country Club, you're going to get your championship handed to you by Shooter McGavin. All
right, my cheat sheet says August 29th. That is the time to be there for him.
Yes, that's when he's going to be coming to award. But first, make your tee time July 11th through July 13th.
We've checked, and he's not going to try and steal the trophy for himself. He is going to hand it out to the winner.
I'm so glad that you checked with him on that.
Is he trustworthy?
We'll see August 29th.
That's right.
All right, well, go catch a few Lansing Lugnuts game, and by a few, I mean go check out all of them because it's going to be a very exciting week. But one last thing to keep the Lugnuts pumped up. 1, 2, 3.
Go Nuts!
Thanks for joining us on Extra Innings.